Some of the most dangerous animals on Earth weren't born that way. We made them, not intentionally, but by expanding cities, destroying habitats, and forcing wildlife to adapt to human life. These aren't random animal attacks, there are consequences. And as you'll see, the closer animals get to humans, the more dangerous they become. Number 9. Coyotes. Coyotes used to be shadows. You rarely saw them. And if you did, it was from far away, already running, already gone. That fear wasn't weakness, it was survival. It kept coyotes alive, and it kept people safe. But cities changed that balance. As suburbs expanded and open land vanished, coyotes didn't disappear like people assumed they would. They adapted, and honestly, faster than almost any predator we've studied. Urban coyotes learned things wild coyotes never needed to know. They learned traffic patterns. They learned when the garbage goes out. They learned which houses walk small dogs and when. But the biggest change wasn't intelligence, it was confidence. Coyotes raised near humans don't see us as something to avoid. They see us as background noise, something that exists but rarely fights back. And once that fear is gone, behavior changes fast. In multiple cities, coyotes have been known to stalk joggers. They've followed children. They've taken pets in broad daylight, sometimes while owners were just feet away. That's not a mean animal. That's a predator, realizing the rules have changed. When fear disappears, boundaries vanish, and when boundaries vanish, danger moves closer than people expect. Number 8, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are a perfect example of how small changes create massive consequences. They didn't evolve to hunt humans specifically. We made that happen. Urban development created standing water everywhere, such as drains, construction sites, gutters, and abandoned lots. Climate change expanded warm zones, letting mosquitoes survive longer and breed more often. And dense human populations gave them something no animal could resist: a predictable, constant food source. Us. Some mosquito species have evolved to prefer human blood over animals, not because we taste better, but because we're easier to find, easier to feed on, and easier to track. We don't migrate, we don't hide, we don't disappear seasonally anymore. Human-focused mosquitoes bite more often, reproduce faster, and spread disease more efficiently. Malaria, dengue, Zika, West Nile. Here's the part most people don't realize. Mosquitoes kill more humans every year than sharks, snakes, wolves, big cats. All of them combined. They're tiny, they're fragile, and they're unbelievably effective. We didn't just help mosquitoes survive, we helped them optimize their entire existence around us. And next is what happens when humans move a predator where it never belonged. Number 7. Burmese pythons. Burmese pythons were never supposed to exist in North America. They're native to Southeast Asia. A completely different ecosystem with predators, competition, and balance. But through the exotic pet trade, humans released them into the Florida Everglades. Some escaped, some were abandoned, some were simply let go when they got too big. And once they were there, everything unraveled. The Everglades gave them perfect conditions: warmth, cover, and endless prey, with no natural predators to keep them in check. Burmese pythons didn't just survive, they took over. They wiped out raccoons, rabbits, birds, and deer across massive areas. In some regions, mammal populations dropped by over 90%. Even alligators, apex predators, started losing encounters. That should tell you everything. Some of these pythons now exceed 20 feet long. They hunt silently, strike fast, and suffocate prey in seconds. And they don't recognize humans as untouchable. This isn't a scary animal because evolution messed up. Like, it's scary because humans dropped it into the wrong world and walked away, and the damage is permanent. Number 6. Rats. If humans vanished tomorrow, rats wouldn't panic. They wouldn't scatter. They wouldn't starve. They'd adjust and keep going. Urban rats are nothing like the rats people imagine from nature documentaries. These aren't timid scavengers hiding in fields. City rats are sharper, bolder, and far more aggressive because they've learned how humans work. They recognize routines. They know when restaurants close. They know when trash goes out. They even know which neighborhoods waste more food. And here's the part that gets unsettling. Rats learn from each other. One rat getting sick from poison is enough for an entire colony to avoid it. If a trap kills one rat, the rest learn to bypass it. That's not instinct, that's problem solving. In some major cities, rats have become so conditioned to humans that they don't flee anymore. They stop, they stare, they stand their ground. That behavior isn't fearlessness, it's familiarity. Rats raised around humans learn that people rarely pose an immediate threat. No claws, no teeth, no chase, just noise. And once a prey animal stops seeing you as dangerous, it becomes unpredictable. Rats also carry pathogens that thrive specifically in dense human environments. Bacteria and parasites that spread faster the closer animals and people live together. And the worst part, cities give rats everything they need. Unlimited food waste, warmth year-round, shelter underground, and almost no predators. You've probably walked within a few feet of one today without realizing it. Rats didn't evolve into a problem. We designed a world where they win, and when animals win too easily, they stop being cautious. Number 5. Crocodiles. Crocodiles didn't suddenly become more aggressive. Humans erased the distance that kept them away. Here's the part people don't like thinking about. Crocodiles don't chase you, they wait. For most of human history, natural barriers kept crocodilians away from us. Rivers stayed separate. Wetlands stayed wild. People lived somewhere else. Then we started cutting canals, building drainage systems, connecting water that was never meant to touch. And suddenly, crocodiles didn't need to come to humans. Humans moved into them, in canals, suburbs, golf courses, and even behind people's houses. Crocodiles don't see anything unusual. To them, this is still water, still cover, still a hunting zone. That's what makes this terrifying. Crocodiles don't give warning signs, they don't posture, they don't roar. They sit motionless for hours, sometimes days, watching. Young crocodilians raised near humans don't learn avoidance. They grow up seeing people as neutral shapes that walk near water, and neutral becomes acceptable. Acceptable becomes close, and close is all a crocodile needs. Most attacks happen in places where people feel safe, places with fences, places with warning signs that everyone ignored. By the time you realize you're in danger, you're already within strike range. Number 4, monkeys. Monkeys don't just see you, they study you. That's the part people underestimate. In tourist-heavy areas, monkeys and baboons learn human behavior frighteningly fast. They know who's distracted, who's holding food, who's nervous. And once they associate humans with food, something flips. You're no longer a person. You're a walking resource. At first, it looks playful. A monkey grabs a snack, people laugh, phones come out, then it escalates. Monkeys start testing boundaries, blocking paths, making eye contact, showing teeth, surrounding individuals. Some troops coordinate, one distracts you, another grabs your bag, a third positions itself behind you. That's not instinct, that's strategy. And here's the uncomfortable part. Monkeys raised around humans don't fear us at all. They know we hesitate. They know we don't hit back. They know we freeze. When fear disappears on their side, it transfers to ours. That's when attacks happen, not out of rage, but out of confidence. Number 3, wild boars. Wild boars aren't scary because they're aggressive. They're scary because they don't hesitate. Most animals give warning signs, posturing, bluff charges, noise, something that says back up. Boars skip that step. If a boar charges, it has already decided. Humans created this problem slowly. We wiped out predators, expanded farmland, and left food everywhere. Crops, trash, gardens, all of it became an open invitation. Boars noticed, and unlike a lot of animals, boars don't just adapt behavior, they adapt physically. In human-dominated areas, boars grow larger, reproduce faster, and become far more territorial. They don't just flee when startled, they turn. A full-grown boar can weigh hundreds of pounds, accelerate faster than a human can react, and has tusks designed to cut, not stab. Those tusks don't aim to scare, they aim to disable legs, tear muscles, and drop targets fast. There are documented cases of boars charging groups of people, flipping motorcycles, and continuing attacks even after being injured. That's not rage, that's commitment. And here's the part most people don't think about. Boars raised around humans don't learn fear. They learn familiarity. They learn that humans hesitate, freeze, and back up. That confidence changes everything. Humans didn't tame boars. We removed the one thing that kept them in a state of predictable fear. Number 2, deer. Deer don't look threatening. That's exactly why they're dangerous. For centuries, predators kept deer cautious. Wolves, mountain lions, and bears all forced deer to stay alert and avoid open spaces. Humans removed those predators. Then we built suburbs, highways, and neighborhoods directly into deer habitats. And deer adapted faster than anyone expected. In human-heavy areas, deer lose fear quickly. They stop bolting at noise. They cross roads without hesitation. They move at night, freeze in headlights, and stand still instead of running. That last behavior kills people. When a deer freezes in headlights, it's not panicking, it's locking up. And when a 150 to 250 pound animal comes through a windshield at highway speed, it's not an accident, it's physics. Vehicle collisions involving deer kill thousands of people and seriously injure tens of thousands every year, more than sharks, bears, and wolves combined. And that's just the obvious danger. Dense deer populations fuel tick explosions. Ticks carry Lyme disease and other illnesses that spread silently over time without dramatic headlines. So now you've got an animal that doesn't fear humans, lives right next to us, multiplies fast, and causes death both instantly and slowly. Deer didn't become dangerous because they changed. They became dangerous because we removed every system that once kept them in balance and then parked our lives right in the middle. Number 1. Urban gulls. People laugh at birds until birds stop acting scared. Urban birds, especially gulls, have changed more than most people realize. Humans created a non-stop buffet. Landfills, fishing waste, outdoor dining, tourist food and trash. Birds adapted fast. Urban gulls don't flee anymore. They approach, they aim, they strike hands, faces, and food mid-bite. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. This behavior isn't random. Birds learn it, and they teach it. Young gulls raised in cities grow up watching adults challenge humans and win. No consequences, no retaliation, so fear never develops. In some cities, gull attacks are so common that people wear hats or carry umbrellas just to avoid being hit. Children are targeted because they're smaller and slower. That's not funny bird behavior. That's dominance testing. Birds that once survived by avoiding humans now survive by challenging them. And once animals realize humans hesitate, once they realize we don't fight back, aggression becomes efficient. We didn't just feed birds, we trained them to see us as competitors and easy ones. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Animals didn't become more dangerous because nature changed. They became dangerous because we did. We compressed habitats, we erased boundaries, we forced adaptation. Nature doesn't hate humans, it responds. And sometimes that response looks like sharper teeth, bolder behavior, and predators living closer than ever before. The danger we're afraid of didn't appear out of nowhere. It adapted right alongside us. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. See you next time.